Hey Chiro, do you want to drive hold on, I can't get done for holding a pretend phone, can I? I'm pretending to be on the phone. Hey Chiro, would you like to review our Performante Spider? Absolutely, why not? Let's do it. Bang, down, AMT, here we come. So we're home back at AMT, here to pick up another of their amazing cars from their Ultimate Collection. This one's on sale at £210,000. Scoot, give me the key. Nice Lamborghini key. But the premise of this video is, would I prefer Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider or my Lamborghini Aventador Roadster? We're going to take this one out and compare them as we go. Scoot, let's jump on board. So the Huracan Performante came out in 2017. That year, I was up in Edinburgh with Lamborghini Edinburgh, and I had the joy of driving a yellow one, pictured here. And it was honestly the most amazing car I'd ever driven up to that point. Completely blew away my Gallardo Spider that we had for 10 years. But the spec on this white one here, the bronze, matte bronze wheels, the crushed carbon you get. This car was the first car by Lamborghini to bring the twin tailpipes up into a central location. And the pops and bangs you get from this are amazing. So we're going to hear that while we're out on the road now. How does this one drive? Let's find out. It has got the full carbon seats, so I've sat in it now, and I know it's not the most comfortable ride, but it's a Lamborghini. You have to make compromises because it's a Lamborghini. Let's go. So what I love about driving a Lamborghini is when you get inside the Lamborghini, you've got loads of buttons, loads of things you can set. And when you start the car up, and I get the same in my Aventador, there's certain settings I have to have. So first thing you do is lift up the red nodule, start up. The sound, fantastic. Even sat still in this car with that crushed carbon wing, must have been like the Lamborghini Countach of the days when it had that big wing. You're sat still, but that wing that you can see through the rear view mirror and the wing mirrors makes you feel like you're going 100 miles an hour and when you're standing still. I like certain settings. I like it in sport mode because you get the better sound, and I like it in manual mode so you can use the flappies. It's great auto box on this, the E-gear, but I prefer manual. I like a little bit of control. Obviously I like shift, manual, but with the Lambos, it's all about the flappies.
So as you all know, me and Chiro live in the Aventador. Now we're in a V10, and like Chiro said, in the Performante. I mean, already I'm nearly losing my hair, and you have to excuse the sunlight today, which is very strong. What do you think of it when you drive it?
So let's look at a point of view of my Aventador versus this Huracan Performante. For me, from an aesthetic point of view, the Aventador is all about the drama, the ballet, the doors up, V12 theatre. It's phenomenal, and that's what I wanted, that's what I needed, I felt. I had the Gallardo Spider for several years, and this would have been a direct kind of upgrade from that. However, the Huracan Performante really puts the cat amongst the pigeons because it's that smaller, more nimble, powerful, noisy beast. Whilst the Aventador is a roadster, this is a Spider.
Insane.
Right off, the sound in there is phenomenal. You get a full body experience with the senses, and the Huracan Performante is truly one of the most outstanding Lamborghinis Lamborghini has ever built. So my Aventador versus AMT's Performante. I'm going to say it's a real close call because this has got performance. The gear change is a lot smoother than the Aventador 2013 gearbox. The power is relentless!
So as you can see, I look like a superhero. The shadow has cast this black line across my face. It's like I'm wearing a mask, but oh well, the hair's a mess, but we're in a Performante. It is good. I know we live in the V12, but just having this as a V10, it still does the trick. It feels like a roller coaster. It just gives you that feel. It's January, it's freezing, but sat in here, you just don't care. And yeah, I quite like being this like superhero. The proper ginger ninja right now with it over my face. But what a beautiful day it is in January.
The Aventador, doors up, all day, every day. Colour, Viola-Ophelia, that's a winner. So from an aesthetic point of view, hands down, the Aventador has it from me. From a comfort point of view, right now, again, the Aventador has it for me. These carbon seats are great for a skinny guy like you, but not so much for me. From a performance point of view, the Huracan Performante Spider is the better car. It is. It's not as clunky. You haven't got as much flex in the chassis. You literally point and shoot, and this car goes. The fact it's 640 brake horsepower, four-wheel drive. It's so planted to the road. I've been driving it now in Corsa mode, and the performance, to a certain extent, from 2017-18 when it first came out, was unrivaled. It was amazing. It was king of the Nürburgring, and still today, driving this car is a revelation. What a monster! So, best driving car, the Huracan Performante Spider.
Okay, so now you might actually be able to hear me a bit more, and like Chiri's just said, even for me, even though I can fit in these seats, I'm not a fan of. They're too hard, they're just, you can't get comfy in them. I've even, I think, fell asleep in Chiri's car before, and actually many supercars. These, I don't think I could. So that's one downside about just the seats in this particular car. However, just that whole experience, the whole adrenaline you still get, which makes my hair literally look like this. You can tell, you know, it's just one of them cars where you just can't stop smiling at, and yeah.
You keep talking about your hair. What about mine?
Sure, your hair is beautiful, don't you worry.
Yeah, you need more gel.
I need some VO5 wax, I think. So, whilst driving through this lovely village, just listen to this V10 hitting the sides of the walls. You can just hear it burble and crackle and pop. Oh, it sounds so good.
Thunder, that's the full
Everyone's
thing.
watching, she's looking. Okay, she didn't that time, but
Thunder.
it is like thunder, isn't it?
We're gonna compare the thunder. She is an absolute stunner. But as I said, aesthetics, my Aventador. Comfort, my Aventador. Driving ability, this car is the one. Thunder. Well, you heard the thunder. It's a close one. Wow. So, forget everything I've said in a negative sense. The Huracan Performante Spider is one of the best Lamborghinis ever. And as I just experienced when I was driving, we weren't filming, anything like that, it was just me on my own in that car. Right now, if I was buying a V10, this would be the one. The sound is phenomenal. The reactions we got from people out on the road, behind us, to the side of us, in front of us, was phenomenal. This car, whatever colour, turns heads. But as I said, this one's available right now at A&T Auto. £210,000, which is phenomenal for everything you get. Aesthetics for me, Lamborghini Aventador, doors up, Viola Ophelia is the one. Driving, this is the one. That's why it was the king of the Nürburgring. This is phenomenal. And one of the other things was how I felt when I drove it. I wasn't as conscious because the Lamborghini Aventador is so much bigger and so much like clunkier. But then I love that as well. So which one would I choose right now? My Lamborghini Aventador or the Huracan Performante? It's still Viola Ophelia. She's the one for me. Sorry.